Alright, so I showed you a big bag of stuff I got for £6 from the car boot. Now then, the story behind this goes, there was a crazy lady and she had her sons, I'm guessing his toy collection that he hadn't ate or that it had survived his childhood. There was a tub, big clear tub thing with toys in, and I was like, how much are the toys? And she's like, the big ones are £1 and the small ones are 50p. So for example, they wanted £1 for this guy, which I actually wanted this guy, so I was like, oh, £1 for him, that's not bad. He's actually pretty cool. Big Ben 10 figure, so he's not going to stand up, is he? Stand up, you bloody bugger. Right, so it was him, so he's like £1. And then 50p for, say, this. So I was like, alright, so £1 for that guy and 50p for that guy. Right, so I had a bit of a rummage through and found like this really cool little Superfly Jimmy Snuka here. This is like, I believe, a bootleg of the Hasbro one, and I always kind of want to keep pressing these button down, which doesn't work, obviously, because it's hard plastic. So he was there, and I was like, well, I definitely want him, I definitely want this guy, so that's like £1.50. I did see this guy in there, which I initially kind of thought must have been some kind of muscle man, although he kind of didn't quite look muscle man-y, but enough to make us think it was a muscle man, and I'm happy to pay 50p for muscle man. So that would have been another one, so that would have been like £2, and there was a good few other bits and pieces there that I thought, well, I was up to about £4 in the bits and knickknacks that was there, so I just sort of did the sensible thing and asked them, well, how much do you want for the entire sort of tub thing? And they were like, oh, give us a £5. So I was just like, all right, oh yeah, no problem, pet, there you go. There was like another box which had toys in, which they were kind of telling us as I was kind of paying £5. So I kind of just picked the box up and she tipped the tub into the box. So I kind of got all of it for £5. They did have a few toys on the table, which was in the still big for £1, little for 50p categories, which I kind of was like, oh, well, I'll just take them as well then. And she was like, oh, no, they're separate. I was like, damn it. Okay, I'll just grab a lot of them and give you another £1. So ended up paying £6 for the lot. So everything you'll see here cost me £6. Right, thanks for sitting with that one, but I figured you might want to know the story behind the bargains. So anyway, I put this guy on the action figure identification page on Facebook, as I kind of wasn't entirely sure what it was. And I was informed by one of those lovely chaps over there that it is a Bad Eggs Bunch guy. So apparently they're pretty hard to get a hold of. I do know one of the things that car boot collectors, what a bargain, and the likes of Jarl Grim and other awesome car boot people, they always say if you see a tub or a box of knick-knacky stuff, just try and grab the lot, because you never know what's going to be in there. So there you have it. Now then, here's some other bits and pieces that were in there. This is some of the smaller ones, so some pretty cool little Manta Force figures here. You tend not to find the vehicles with the figures, so I did see a Manta Force vehicle a while back but didn't pick it up, but I now have some figures, so if I do see another Manta Force vehicle, I shall pick it up, and I'll have some little lads to go in there. Now then, there was this other figure here which is very Manta Force-esque in his size and scale, right? But he's not, is he? He's I don't know what he is. So what is he? What is he? Now then, I did try and do this video earlier on and it wouldn't focus on anything, so have a good look at him. His head kind of reminds us of Forlom or Zuckuss from Star Wars, but he's quite interesting. There was that one, and this other one here was in yellow. So if anybody knows what these guys are, please do give me a shout and let me know. But they are very much the same stamp as Manta Force. So there's those. There was this crazy little troll guy, or girl, I don't know, I mean, the sex of troll, I guess. There's this thing here, which there is another one, which has kind of got half its head eaten, but I'll show that one later on. What's this guy? What's this guy off? Any ideas? Any ideas? No ideas. Now then, this is one of the things that's it's chewed. You will find quite a few things in this video that are chewed. It looks like sort of double-headed Mick Jagger or something, you know. But it is unfortunately been nibbled. Some of them have been nibbled in quite funny ways, but I don't know. I'll probably just end up either. If anybody wants it, you can have it. It's to me, it's pretty much knacked like. So this last I thought might have been Gem or one of Gem's mates, but again I was informed it's a cutie. So pretty awesome. First time I've kind of came across these, wasn't aware of them, but now I have a cutie, so it's rather awesome. And then this guy, who the hell is this? Have a good look at that. It's not Dragon Ball Z or something, is it? But have a look at that and let me know. Unfortunately, it does have a snapped foot, but interested to know who the actual character or figure line it's from. This thing is a Chapmere, sort of, what year is this? 94 Chapmere skeleton warrior, I guess, knockoff kind of thing. Ninja Turtle accessory, the only decent accessory I got. I think I might have this guy, this accessory for this guy. So if this is a spare, then Mr. Sulu, this will be heading your way. A couple of accessories for you to have a look at. If you know what they're off, just give us a shout, because I'm not aware. This one kind of reminds us of the Sword of Woman's a bit. A little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. I do believe this was from the Batmobile, from Batman Forever, is it? I'm saying that, I didn't have a clue until somebody told us. But and the Miss Oil. And lastly, this sort of sword here. I do believe that pretty much most of these are going to be KO accessories. And this cool little GoBot, unfortunately, does have Battletude action feature going on there, and most of his tires are gone, but he doesn't look too bad in bot mode, so I'm not going to complain. So a couple of bigger bits here. Got this villain, He-Man villain-esque horse, missing all of its guns and its tail and everything, but again, to be lumped in with a lot, it'll look pretty cool just with a Jitsu yoked in there to help He-Man go grey, I guess. There was another couple of He-Man figures there. This Mantenna, who has an eyeball missing, so poor Mantenna. His single eye that's left does still work though. But yeah, his eyeball's missing, so he's okay for parts, I guess, if you need an arm for Mantenna. I have a spare arm or two and stuff. So even broken these days, vintage toys do still have some value. So they're always worth, if you can get them for sort of pennies, they're always still worth grabbing. And the last one is Ram Man. Now, he is pretty scruffy and wouldn't look too bad scrubbed up, but unfortunately, his spring has sprung. But if you pull him up and prop him against something, he'd be alright. Oh, okay. So, there you go. So that was the Masters Universe stuff. There was a couple of Buck Your Hair figures in there. It's General Crowd. Showing off my Buck Your Hair knowledge there, just totally fluffing that one entirely. Now there's these battle trolls. I never know what the difference is, but basically it's a troll dressed as a knight. So there he is, and he's in not bad nick. So I mean, that was one I kind of was being tempted to have picked up for £1, to be fair. Although there was people selling Street Sharks for £1, which I was like, Street Sharks for £1, I wouldn't pay £1 for those. And I dare say there's people out there who are into Street Sharks who'll be saying, £1 for Street Sharks, you should have took their hands off. But I don't know, I never got Street Sharks, I just didn't get them. So this guy, he's missing his tail, unfortunately, so that was obviously somebody's lunch. Gonna have myself a tail of crack. Right, now then there's a load of rubbish as well, so this probably won't interest you with a big maracas. Kids will make use of those. Was this off some kind of Jungle Book thing? Can't remember, but McDonald's toy, so that was in there. One of these pound shop, but this is like quite a decent quality one. You see some really, really ropey versions of this guy. This is probably one of the more earlier ones where he's actually pretty decent placker on that. Batman missing his toes. So that's unfortunate. A couple of these Burger King, McDonald's home Scooby-Doos. I do collect the odd McDonald's toy, this thing which the bands will just get to play with, but basically you stick it down and it jumps. Might as well jump. There is these Power Rangers things. These came in Kellogg's. I believe Frosties back in the day. Got quite a few of these, a couple of these anyway. It's kind of a bit heartbreaking when you see that Jarl Grim got hundreds of these in with like vintage weapons and stuff. Absolute mother load of them all, and I got them mixed in with half-eaten toys. This is a Ben 10 figure also in there, which I probably would have picked up for £1. So that was like 2, 3. Like I say, I was up to about £4 before she let me have it for naught. Mighty Max head. A wolf or a beaver? What kind of animal is this? I assume it's supposed to be some kind of wolf-like, but could be wrong. Unfortunately, no characters inside, like, although I've never properly checked. Nope, nothing. But, quite funny. I did actually get a couple of the heads when I was there, like 50p. So, canny mad. Action Man broken. McDonald's toy. This ball in water. Ball in a ball. Is that Peter Rabbit or something? A little kind of porcelain thing. One of these trick balls. Trick balls. McDonald's Smurf. John Cena Rumbler. Do you like the sound a bit, Rumblers? Random Shark. What's this one? See it? I didn't check its thing. Oh, it's Disney as well, so don't quite know what film it's from, but it's a Disney shark. That's McDonald's 1998. So whichever film came out in 1998, which had sharks in it, from Disney, that's what it's from. We have these, this is Mulan Rouge, and the thing's back, flips his wings, McDonald's toy, but back when we used to do pretty decent little action figures, a Lazy Town Ball, and this one, Sports, Stephanie, Action Man. Now I don't know if this has been chewed or if it's supposed to be like shark damage, but the other one's definitely been chewed, so I don't know. Sergeant Slaughter, missed his finger, bashed to hell, so he's just a junker. But again, if anybody needs any parts for Sergeant Slaughter, I have your back, man. A witch, it's been chewed and gonna go in the bin. Come on, find some good stuff. It seemed like some of it was kind of good before, like this guy again. So 2 of him with flappy wings action. A gold chrome robot. A little Minnie Mouse thing. This is one of the things that was on the till that was £1. It's an Extreme Dinosaur. She did have another one, but it wasn't in good nick at all. But good. Right. Shut up. We have another thing from home. We have an Action Man who's been eaten. We have one of these Leonard Corp things, but his hand's been eaten. Knockoff Power Ranger. I like this one. It has some things that remind me of other things. It's missing a foot, unfortunately. We do have some Z-Bots. So I do actually still need to do a video of Z-Bots, because I did get a pretty interesting parcel a little while back, and I've been meaning to do a video of it. So I've got some more Z-Bots to add to that when I do the video. Some of these Power Rangers Micro Machine ones. Jiminy Cricket. And then this guy from Mulan. So like, there's your dinner, sir. There you go. Have some tea. Count Dracula. Wah, wah, wah. Missing his hand. Was this the McDonald's one or not? don't know. So that's a shame. Listening land. A couple of, what you call them, monsters in my pockets. Don't think I have this one as well, so that's pretty cool. There was quite a lot of the dinosaur monsters in my pockets. So there's like this one, the bug one. That one is missing a hand, unfortunately, but the rest are in okay nick. So this one, there's a bug. This dinosaur one here. Another Z-bot. Another bug. Another monster in my pocket. That one's a bit manky like, but good scrub. And then the Blue Ranger puffing out his bubbies. And the Yellow Ranger sucking hers in. Another bug from Bugs in my pocket. Wrestler in my pocket, missing a toe. Another dinosaur thingy-me-do. So this is another one of those cheapy pound shop things. And eating. Another one from home. Ooh, I love you. Another monster in my pocket, the Minotaur. This guy from Minions, and I don't have this Minion as well, so pretty cool. Go towards the collection of Minions. I've got another monster in my pocket, another dinosaur in my pocket, another dinosaur in my pocket, another dinosaur in my pocket. I mean, I kind of was wanting to pick these dinosaurs in my pocket, so again, like for 50 pence, I was like, oh, no, I do kind of really want them, but it's going to cost us about 10 quid to get them all. Pretty cool to see the Tiger one there too. So to kind of just get most of these guys and the Extreme Dinosaur for £1 on top, I was pretty happy to pay. Cheap one of these guys missing his hand. And then this one's awesome. So here we have Batman. Now he does have a couple of chews on his feet. And but apart from that, he's not in too bad a condition. Apart from the fact that you can see through his head. Tell you what. Ruined. Like I say, for all, there is quite a lot of stuff that are a bit battered. The Black Cauldron figure. I do have the actual little fuzzy thing from the Black Cauldron. And I do remember when these were in Kellogg's back in the day. I always quite liked these little figs. So pretty chuffed to get the, whatever that one's called. It's Witchy McWitch. Little Super Mario. Another Rumbler of Seamus. Oh, kick in the teeth. Another Power Rangers one, but again, this one's head has been eaten. Down to the nitty gritty, try and keep it under 20 minutes. Another dinosaur in my pocket, another dinosaur in my pocket. Really crap car that nobody would ever want. I think the rest of it's kind of junk now. Some of it wasn't already. Action Man, McDonald's toy, wind up one. Little Miss Princess Ball. What's that? Lazy Town Ball, another one. Another Action Man. He's good at origami. Not origami, what's when you tie people up? What's that called? And then we have this quite nice total truck. Yeah. And you push these in and it actually turns the wheels. So that's actually pretty nice die cast. It is Matchbox. It is missing one of its stacks like, but again, just hiding the lot. Kind of fall off really. Power Ranger thing. And then the rest, oh, another Z-bot. Another Z-bot. I'm so colourful. And then the rest's properly just chewed. Chewed. Look at this guy, man. Oh, the horrors. The horrors. He's just been completely destroyed. Well, I see a Doc 7 a puss, because he's missing an arm. But he does have one of his accessories, so that's pretty cool. What the hell was these? I thought it was a teeny turtle, but it's not. Is that your pen, Papa? Yeah. Oh, and finally, Paddington Bear. I'll have a marmalade sandwich. So again, that is 20 minutes for a £6 bag of pretty much it is, a lot of it is junk. But I am very happy with the Monsters in My Pocket dinosaur stuff, the Bad Eggs bunch, and a couple of Ben 10 things that I was, like I say, I was going to pick up at least £4 worth, and to get it all for £6, I'm pretty chuffed for that, like. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you all later on. Ta-ra.